So hey everyone, finally I'm here at the airport and you are going to see some different background apart from, it's different from what I used to shoot. So I'm finally at the airport, leaving for my rotations, and it's been, I guess, 2 hours at the airport, but I couldn't shoot. I was too emotional with my family and everything, and I'll tell you everything in detail in a bit. I'm just looking for my gate because my boarding is going to start. So I also have to share my step 2 experience, and all in all, everything was great. It was so hectic. I could never ever believe that it would be so hectic. Probably the four most hectic days of my life were the last 4 days. All the packing, unpacking, and so I did not feel any emotions at that time. But when I was leaving today, oh my god, the way I cried. But I'm happy. It's okay. I guess it's okay to express your emotions because I also love the thing that I said thank you to everyone in my family. To the person that I should say thank you to. So I said thank you. I just want to record my whole journey so that I do have memories. And this is another skill that I would want to learn, which is vlogging. So my brother does it and we enjoy a lot. So I would love my family and my friends to see what I'm doing in the US. Now that I'm going, it's just going to be like a solo trip, and I am so very excited about it. I was very emotional when I was leaving.
ब्रेड निकाल
चलो चलो
क्रीम खिला रही
पापा थोड़ा सा because I also have to address that I did not see a lot of people recording themselves, as in when they go to rotations. I haven't seen a lot of videos, so, and maybe I missed out on some. So I'm going to tell you each and everything, every mistake that I did, and everything that I'm going to discover. And I am a beginner. I have never ever traveled. Okay, so I have never ever traveled alone. This is my first time at the airport all alone. Although I'm going to the US for the second time, because for the first time I went when I was in school. So in 12th grade I went to the US, and so yeah, this is my second time, but I'm all alone. So this is going to be like a solo trip. So I'm super excited. So finally I'm boarding the flight, and I did not even get the chance to acknowledge everything, and I'm so grateful that I was even able to express my emotions in front of my family, because the last 4 days have been so hectic that I don't know where I was. I was all over the place, and I'm boarding a plane all by myself for the first time in my life, and it feels good. It feels actually good, and I'm just so grateful for this moment. I feel so overwhelmed. I'm so happy. Okay, so I don't know how much are you able to hear me, because it's a lot of noise here. I am super tired. I really want to sleep, and I'm having orange juice. I was very excited when they mentioned that they had tea and coffee, but I know my sleep is going to be very bad after that. So I got veg kati roll. Let's try it. dead, so I charged my phone. And what do we have for lunch? We have dal makhni rice, we have spinach and corn, dahi. We in Swedish we have something, some kind of a pudding. I don't know what that is, but we'll taste that. And the food looks pretty good. Let's taste it and see. It's decent. I really don't want to say anything bad about Indian food right now, because I know that maybe for a very long time I'm not going to get very good Indian food. So, but it's good. It's good. And so let's finish this up.
Kindly remain seated and fasten your seatbelts, please. Thank you.
I think for the 6th, 7th time. And earlier it was really bad turbulence. So much so that I felt nauseated, but it's fine now. You want to see? It's all empty because I ate it all. Because it was very, very tasty. And now time for dessert. I think this is, what is this? Some, I don't know what this is, but it tastes good. Some kind of pudding. I think this is not blueberry, but this is nice, whatever it is. So, Air India, 10 on 10 for food. Even the breakfast was really nice. It was South Indian and I ate most of it, and I couldn't finish the idli, but it was really nice. I really liked Air India's food. So 10 on 10 for that. Okay, so I'm finally out of the airport after my immigration and everything. And I'm such a beginner, I don't know a thing. I'm just figuring things out. I went to the airport to get a SIM, and the SIM that was supposed to be of $20, they are selling it at $90, and that too just for a month. So I said that okay, I'm not going to take the SIM. I don't have a plan and I'm just going to the train station, and I just figure out that I have to take a train and I have no clue about it. I'm just asking people and coming here, and my train has come. Let's see how it goes. Thank God I reached the metro station and it looks like this. Man, it's nothing compared to Delhi. There are no people here and I did not have a clue where to go from. And then I saw two Indian girls and I was just walking behind them, and now I'm here and I have to buy the ticket. Okay, so I got a 1-day pass. That's great. I'm finally in the train. I got a ticket, and there's police everywhere in the subway and they're super helpful. They told me because I was not sure if I was buying the right ticket, and pretty much like the Delhi metro, and they told me that I could get the one-way ticket or the train pass for the entire day at the same price, that is $5.
This is a Blue Line train through downtown and UIC Halstead.
So yeah, so they told me that I should rather get a full day pass.
Doors closing.
So I got a full day pass. Finally the train is going to move now. I have to take care that I get off at the right station, which is Clinton. And okay, I'll tell you how the train system of Chicago works. It is like type of trains. I don't know about Metra, but there is CTA, which is like Delhi Metro, which is in the Chicago only, and one is Amtrak, which is another train that I'm gonna take once I am out of here. So this is just like Delhi Metro.
Doors closing.
So you just have to get the ticket from the counter, and then you can go on. Then you have to take Amtrak if you want to go interstate. So I'll show you how Amtrak looks and how's everything. So I bought a ticket for $5, and that's a pass for 24 hours. I can use the trains for 24 hours with that. Oh my God. We are moving now. Okay, so I'm in the train, and also I have to give my review for Air India. That was the flight that I took. That was a direct flight for about 15 hours from India. I don't know if you are able to hear me because it's too noisy here. But as far as the reviews of the flight were, it was pretty good. The food was delicious, and but the problem is that we are outside now. So the thing is that this one, Air India, the airplane entertainment system does not work at all, and that's very, very poor. I can't even feel that I'm in America right now. It feels as if I'm in Delhi only. But anyway, the crew was super kind, and they were very, very helpful with everything. My phone was dead. I did not have a universal adapter, so I had it in my luggage. So they helped me out, and I could charge my phone, my watch, and everything. And they were super helpful. I loved the flight. The best part was that I was on the aisle seat, and it was the mid row, and there was no one in the middle seat, and then there was another Indian lady on the other side of the seat, like the aisle seat, and I was again on the aisle seat. And then my bags are all over the place. So then I just laid down. Okay, so I just laid down on the middle seat, and I came all my way from India to Chicago, and I was just lying down. So it was a very good flight. It was very comfortable, and all in all, I would give it a thumbs up. It is super hot here. When I last checked the temperature 2-3 days back, it was raining heavily here, and it was really cold. It was about 17 degrees, and I packed like it was a jacket. I have a jacket, and that is so thick, and I'm feeling so hot here. But obviously it's better than Delhi. In Delhi it's 50 degrees, but still it's very hot here, and it's nice to be here. I miss everyone at home. I still have to share everything about how I came to the airport and everything, and it was very, very emotionally overwhelming, and I'm just so grateful for this moment. And I then got a text from the owner of my Airbnb, and she told me that she could come and pick me up from the Amtrak station once I'm there in Springfield. So the thing is, my rotations, I am rotating at St. John's Hospital, which is in Springfield. So I landed at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and then from there I am going to from O'Hare I am going via the subway to Amtrak, and then from Amtrak I'll take an interstate train to Springfield. Then in 3 hours I'm going to reach Springfield, and Amtrak has Wi-Fi. I did not purchase a SIM card as I told you, but the city feels pretty okay. I mean, I've not seen it enough. I just landed, and I've told everyone at my home also, and all my friends. I've informed everyone that I've reached. And yeah, I'm excited to start tomorrow, and I'll update you about everything that I come about. There was a place in between that was super scary. I just came out a train station, and there was parking area, and then there was the entry to the main subway station. And because the subway is underground, you cannot see it like from the parking area, and it was pin drop silence. There was no person there, and then suddenly I saw a guy coming in, and I went out from there because one of my friends who I know here, she told me that look, if anybody would ask you where are you going, this and that, so just be very confident in telling them, and if you sense anything, just tell them that okay, I have a train to catch, I'm sorry I can't talk to you. So because I know that Chicago is not the safest place, so I had to take care. But then when I just exited that place, I saw two Indian girls coming in, and I've already told you the story. Then I just kept following them, and I asked them where should I take the ticket from, and then I went to the police to ask them that if I should, is that the right ticket that I'm taking, and then they told me about the one-day pass and everything. So that was an incident. But yeah, it's really nice to explore a place on your own. Like I was all by myself, and I can see like very amazing cars here. There's a train station, but like everything's nice.
Doors closing. Cumberland is next. Doors open on the left at Cumberland. Smoking, littering, and eating are prohibited on
So we have
CTA
reached the
vehicles.
second station, which is Rosemont, and I have to get down at
This is
Clinton Blue,
Rosemont.
which is I guess
This is a Blue Line train
45 minutes from
to
here.
Halstead.
And let's see.
Cumberland is next. Doors open on the left at Cumberland.
Trains are pretty straightforward here,
Smoking,
just like Delhi
littering, and
Metro.
eating are prohibited
And
on CTA
I
vehicles.
sometimes feel that there is a baseline protocol everywhere. Like for example, when people switch from one phone to another, they feel that it's a little different, but things are almost working in the same way. Once you switch from one car to another, it's the same thing. Like that's the same brake, clutch, and accelerator. So I feel that the baseline networks in a city, be it India or elsewhere, they work in the same way. I'm underground, and it's very, very noisy. I wish California was this near. I did not have to take a flight next month to go to California. I'm super sleepy right now,
West is next.
and I think it's still going to be at least half an hour or maybe 25 minutes to Clinton. But let's see. I did a legit weight training workout. You see these staircase, like this two staircase, and two of my luggage at Clinton, and I had to move two of my suitcase, one of which is 20 kgs and the other is 14 kgs, and I had to move it through two staircases. I had to not even take them down, I had to move them up. And oh my god, it was a legit workout. And now I'm finally going to go to Amtrak. Finally. Oh my god, it was a workout, my arms are paining. So I'm at Amtrak, and I think I told you the story. Now I'm freshened up and everything, and this is what I got. This looks delicious, and I'm so glad to have found a vegetarian option here. And let's have it now. This pizza is huge and it's delicious. It's best. I did not expect to find such good food here. It's bigger than my face. And just a single slice. I was so hungry. I'm very hungry. Wow. It's amazing. So I am waiting at the Amtrak station, and what happened with me was that I reached in time, and I had already reviewed the schedule of the Amtrak train, which I mentioned is the interstate kind of a metro. It's not a metro; it's a train only. So, but I thought that who would be traveling by train anyway? But when I came here at 11, I got to know that all the trains at not all the trains, but the train running at 1:30, it is sold out. So I had no other option, and I had to take the 5:20 train. So I've been waiting at Union train station for what for about 4 hours now, and I am still waiting. I still have 2 more hours to go for the train, and I was super hungry when I had the pizza, and this is what happened with me. And then online it was showing $32, and she told me that it's going to be $47, but then when I rechecked it was $47 again. So yeah, it has been a very very long journey, and I still have to go 3 hours in the train, and then I'll reach Springfield. So I don't know how much time it has been, and I am in the same clothes. Fortunately, I got the opportunity to brush my teeth and wash my face because it was horrible. So I'm okay, but I have not yet received the timings and the location of my rotation tomorrow. So I will have to call up the doctor and ask him that what are the timings and everything. So yeah, I'll see about that. I still have to share my step 2 experience and my initial experience while coming to Chicago, and two biggest mistakes that I did while coming here was not wearing a pant with pockets. So that is the worst thing, because then I'll have to open my bag again and again to put my phone, and that was one big mistake. And the other one was that I kept my universal adapter in my luggage. So that is another big blunder I did. Another thing that I did was that I did not get a power bank, thinking that my phone has really good battery, but this is like the fourth time I'm charging my phone. My phone was dead in the airplane. So these are all the things that you should take care of, and immigration and immigration both were smooth, thankfully. And yeah, maybe I'll have a friend visiting me here, and let's see what happens. I had the most delicious pizza. You've already seen that. Apart from that, the Wi-Fi is really nice outside, but inside where I'm charging my phone, it's horrible. I mean, I'm not even getting the signals of Wi-Fi here. One thing I wanted to mention was the stark difference that I feel between the Western countries and India is that how we perceive people and how we have been brought up to perceive people. We perceive them in the form of the way they look. Uh, and we do not perceive them as different. We perceive them as right or wrong. Right in the sense who we are and the things that we like and admire, and wrong if they do not match that criteria. But here I have seen so many people who actually do not dress the conventional way, or do not look the conventional way, or maybe do not portray their gender the typical way, but still, like, nobody's concerned, and that is such a beautiful thing, that people are not concerned, they are really friendly. And I completely understand that I shouldn't be like very friendly with strangers and everything, but greeting someone is not a very big thing. And I just met an 88-year-old man, and he talked so much. He had his wife, and they were going to some place via the train only, and I met him, and he was very very sweet, very very sweet person. And yeah, so we spoke for about 15-20 minutes, and he was asking all about my family, what I do, why have I come here, and I asked him what does he do, and his wife, and they were very very old. But like the it's very very beautiful that people here, they are very very open to conversations, and they really want to initiate good conversations, and they do not judge you like based on the way you look, where you come from, anything, like anything. There are so many people who are dressed differently, they look different, and anything and everything, but it's just how beautiful that they are not getting judged. So this is one thing that I admire about the Western countries so much. So I'm finally here, and it is what? It is 4:53 in the evening here, and I've been waiting since 11 a.m. But trust me, I did not get to know how the time passed by because I had so much to do. I did not even explore the whole train station. I kept sitting at a single place. I mean, I kept alternating between two places, one where I could charge my phone and the other where Wi-Fi connection was good. So this is the level of laziness I have. But anyway, I went, I had pizza. Then one very nice thing happened. A very recent family friend came to meet me. Why recent? Because I recently came to know about her, and it was so good speaking with her. Sometimes you speak with a person and it seems that you've known them for so long. So it was the same feeling, and I felt so good. I FaceTimed at home, and I also spoke with the doctor who I have my rotation with. And yeah, it was all in all very very good. And I did not get to know how the whole day passed by. I thought that I'd take my suitcases and I'd roam around a bit, like go outside and maybe stuff like that, but nothing happened. I kept sitting at the same place because my phone's battery was I don't know why is it so horrible now. But yeah, it's nice that I'm finally boarding the train, and the host of my Airbnb is going to come and pick me up at Springfield after 3 hours. So it's going to be a 3-hour journey. I know I'm going to get hungry, but thankfully I do have some dried fruits. I had pizza and I haven't roamed around enough, so everything's still in my stomach.
Family-oriented train. I know I said it fast, so I say it again. Family-oriented train. Be mindful of what you watch. The Cafe car on board, and that's the return to service in the Cafe car. Cafe car is located in front of the train and will be diverted from the electronic device.